Welcome to AHL Sports Channel. My name is Leslie Cock. We're gonna be giving you a live match between Royal AM versus Orlando Pirates. So the game will only kickstart at 7:30. We're just gonna look at some pictures, the players inspecting the pitch. The game is taking place at the Moses Mabhida Stadium. So what you can do is you can just please do invite others to join us. Do remember to follow our page on Facebook, EHL Sport Channel, as well as subscribe to our EHL Sport Channel here on YouTube. Igemba bafethu iqala ngo-half past. This is promises to be an exciting clash. I-Royal AM iyashisa kule nsuku. So we anticipate a very exciting game. So make sure to invite others to join this live stream. Just want to look at the starting lineup for Orlando Pirates. If you would like to join us for a chat before the kickoff, it's simple. You just need to click on this link on the comments line. This is the link. Just click on this link and then I will add you. Sizovira chatha nawe ngizwe ukuthi amabhakabhaka athini. It's gonna be exciting to see how i-coach Pirates izohandlisha this match because we saw i-Royal AM ukuthi they can be surprising at times. Kaizer Chiefs izokutshela-ke ukuthi i-Royal AM isibhaqo isifaka njani. So let's hope they won't repeat what they did to Kaizer Chiefs ku-Orlando Pirates. Igame iqala ngo-half past bafethu, so ningawari. Let's see. Like you can see, it's at 7:30. Just want to quickly share this to my Facebook page. Welcome, Bafetu. It's that time. We're just a few minutes away from the kickoff. Royal AM versus Orlando Pirates. Mapagapaka versus iThwihli Thwahla. Thwihli Thwahla kuyathwihliza these days. Iyathwihliza idlala. So let's hope iPagapaka will respond very well because we saw iThwihli Thwahla ishaya kabuhlungu iKaizer Chiefs opening match of the season. This promises to be a very exciting encounter. Let me just quickly go and check how far are we. Let's see. Igame iqala ngo-half past, so ningapanic. I will be giving you live feed. But I don't normally get so much viewers when I display Orlando Pirates. Angazi noma inamba supporter 957 fans. Because I know good when it's Kaizer Chiefs. By now, I'm sitting at 100 viewers already. Sazi ukuthi amabhakabhaka azothini. But it's looking good. We're at 24 viewers. It's fine. It's not bad. It's not that bad. We are almost there. It's gonna be an exciting one. Just remove these adverts. You wanna block some malokuza. So please make sure that you do follow us as well on our Facebook page, AHL Sport Channel, as well as subscribe to our YouTube channel. I will give you the order as soon as the match starts, because now, if I were to open the video now, niyazi nani music and then bazosiblock. Let's see. Ningawari, I will give you the full screen as soon as the match starts at half past. Hawu sibonge Thabo, obatshele bafo. And akubizi neshelile ukuhitha the like. Ngizoninikeza i-order bafethu ningasabi. Ngizoninikeza i-order. I just want to sort out something first.
Passing on. Extend our condolences to the Chabalala family, and I'm sure his music will be playing on repeat on many stereos around the country. Now, 5 changes for Royal AM from that 11 that began against Stellenbosch. Gunyam is still out through injury. His replacement over the weekend, Monlin Poto, now drops to the bench, and Olani Ngobo makes a first ever top flight start. Tata Dingwati is out today and operating with a more conventional back four. Former Pirates star Thabo Matlaba earns his first minute at left back, whilst Mogale retains his spot but is deployed at right back. Teko Modise is alongside me to run through the formations, and then we'll finish up running through the changes.
Yeah, with Royal AM with the 4-3-3. But what's interesting enough is to see Palan and Kobedi being the ones that are going to be probably trying to marshal that midfield. But then again, a lot of parts need to look at Potsane and Mahlasela's combination going forward.
Dan Mahlasela has sacrificed Dominguez, Masuka, and Mapupu, and their returns for Shadrach Kobedi and Tebogo Potsane. Saban George earning his first minutes. Let's look at Pirates. Yet to field an unchanged lineup in his first 4 games in charge is Jose Riviero, and he tinkers again. Kwame Pepra, Tabang Manari, and Vincent Pule are the 3 casualties from the defeat to Chippa, all dropped to the bench. Bienvenu Evan Gaz reintroduced to the starting lineup, operating in a front three that consists of Timokosi Lodge and Kepelo Tlamini is back in the 11. He was an unused sub last time out. And Miguel Tim earns his first start for Pirates.
Yeah, with Tim there being back into the team, I think he's going to be the one that starts the play. But yet again, to see Lodge and Dlamini, they will be key in terms of Orlando Pirates playing in those pockets, making sure that they're able to punish Royal AM's defense.
Alongile Tom, a match official for today, assisted by Sandile Dilikani and Thabo Twayise. There's a real air of excitement here at the Moses Mabhida Stadium, and whether they're aware of the changes or not, they'll be hoping indeed that the Pirates can come right this evening. Be interesting to see Miguel Tim in the midfield from the beginning of the game. First start since his move from Marumo Gallants. He has appeared off the bench in the 2 previous matches though, and I think there'll be a lot of interest as well as to how the defensive Pirates deal with the big man Sedwin George, who really didn't play all too often last season, appearing for the first time. They hoist the skull and crossbones to the Orlando Pirates players to a rapturous reception. And under this magnificent arch and under lights, Orlando Pirates in their all-white strip, Royal AM in their all-black clash. We are a-go. We know that there was plenty on the line ahead of last season's second meeting. Both these sides had eyes on the runners-up spot, and a share of the spoils meant that neither grabbed it. And despite being very early in the campaign, this feels similarly critical in the context of the starts that these 2 sides have made. And Orlando Pirates are looking to get ahead early. Lovely work.
Yeah, early on, Orlando Pirates looking sharp. I think the question is, how will they be able to bounce back after such a defeat over the weekend? And you can see that energy that Evan Gar brings in. And also on Sunday as well, came in as a sub. I think he brought that energy, those runs as well. And that's what the Pirates need to do.
We almost wanted those 2 players switched around. Not Evan Gar running in behind and crossing for Dion Otto, but they completely switched.
Yeah.
Will be Kapilo Tlamini to deliver. Takes well, good punch by Ngobo. And the goalkeeper will claim. Dlamini has already provided an assist from a corner this season for Nkosinathi Sibisi to score his first goal for the club in their 1-1 draw with Stellenbosch. is Andre de Jong, enjoying a fine spell and a good start to life in the colours of Royal AM, with 32 league appearances for Amazulu without netting a single goal. He now has 3 in his last 2.
And also, you look at the position that he plays at Royal AM. Of course, from a static position, then he's always on the right hand side. But whenever Royal AM has the ball, he's able to switch in and come in and becomes a second striker. And I think that suits him very well, where he can make those late runs inside the box, where it's also a little bit more free to be able to receive the ball. And I think that also, improves his game a little bit. That's why I probably scored so many goals this time.
Palani delivers in, and there's a flag raised. Ricardo Nascimento couldn't get a touch on that in any case. Well, they scored a consolation against Stellenbosch clear that the centre-half is off, and it was Ricardo Nascimento who launched from range. The goal went down as De Jong's because he got the deflection, yeah.
With what Nascimento brings into the team, he always give you 3 to 5 goals a season because of his ability to be, that timing that he has inside the box in terms of set pieces, but also, from a build-up point of view, especially from Royal AM, is very confident that the ball. He's got an eye for a pass, and that's what he brings us also with his experience as well. But what is lacking as well is that speed, that pace, but he can read the game very, very well.
Thembinkosi Lorch. All-star Lorch continues on. And the referee has ruled in his favour. Lorch had a sublime showing in that losing endeavour against Chippa United over the weekend. This is vintage Lorch.
Yeah, this is the Lorch that Orlando Pirates will want to see whenever he has the ball, able also to try and attack and create something out of it. Like you said earlier on, in the second half against Chippa United, he was so lively, created so many opportunities. And you want to see that Lorch consistency in it.
Now the free kick will have to be retaken. Abongile Tom, the 30-year-old who hails from Philippi in the Western Cape, an investigator for the South African Police Services, is Abongile Tom. Not the most convincing touch from Cedwin George. Chidafori to Olisanda. 24-year-old Nigerian, back to the Ghanaian clubman. We're hoping that this season he can remain injury-free. Only appeared 10 times in the league last term. Picked up an injury about a year ago playing for Ghana, for the national team, and it took him a good 6 months or so to recover from that. Well, here in illustration is, I guess, what Nascimento provides in terms of being able to play off on the back like that. It doesn't quite work as Royal AM attempt to escape the press. Dan Malisela coaching up against the side that he used to turn out for. Doesn't have a very good record in matches against Orlando Pirates. But interestingly, across 6 league meetings with Orlando Pirates in the various clubs that he's coached, the Gallants and Chippa United, just a single win. That was back in the 2015-16 season, which was the last time the Pirates beat Chippa before this weekend.
Really looking to try and improve that record.
Yeah.
And also knowing that I think playing against Orlando Pirates this time around, they are a wounded lion. So it's going to be a very crucial approach from Royal AM, but we'll see how things turn out, because I strongly believe that there's a game that for Royal AM to win, they're going to win on the bench in terms of the changes that they might do in the second half. With Machupu on the bench, that we know very well in terms of his layoff, his combination play with all the incoming midfielders.
Well, things started so well for Jose Videro, a Spaniard. His first game in charge of Orlando Pirates. Produced a 1-0 win over Swallows. They went off the boil in the second half of that match, though, but Evan Gar's early goal separated the two at the end of 90. Sibisi Munyane finding Miguel Tim. They've lost possession of the ball, and an opportunity here for Makgasela to thread it through for Potsane, and the touch not quite tight enough before he gathers.
That's the combination play of these two players that we spoke about earlier, the understanding between the two. And we know that Potsane will bring that speed, and Orlando Pirates need to be very wary of him because he's always going to come in as a second striker because of George pulled them apart. Here's the international play with Makgasela, taking initiative as well, be able to spot that run from Potsane. Unfortunately, the first touch let him down.
It just goes gliding past Miguel Tim here. Mkiza in the stands alongside Richard Makoba. He has a smile on his face. Must be enthused by the start they've seen. Andre de Jong. Yes, Kuben Mosele climbing all over him, but somehow evades him. Good feet from the big man, Cedric George, who goes tumbling down under the challenge of Tim. Nothing given. Well intercepted. Makgasela to Potsane. They combine again. Makgasela with an opportunity. Crowded out. And now Pirates look to get forward. What a tempo. Slip through by de Jong. Potsane can't link up with Cedric George. Well, players get a chance to take a breather.
The tempo is amazing in this first few minutes of the game. But you can see the intention from both teams. No one wants to let the other one play. But also what's smart about Royal AM is whenever they lose the ball, if they can't win the ball back, they're trying to commit those fouls earlier on just to stop the counter. But Orlando Pirates need to be very wary of those combination plays. They need to put pressure on the man on the ball.
Sene pushing back to Da. They spotted Munyane. Munyane has pace. A player who's really bided his time. He got a look in the first team and then was in the wilderness for a while. Had to go back to the reserves, but never dropped the level of his game. He produced some stunning performances for Orlando Pirates reserves over the last 18 or so months.
Yeah, look, I'm not surprised that he's back into the first team. He has done so well, and I think also he gives them that width that they need on the right-hand side. He's so comfortable on the ball, and it's going to be a very, very tough competition between him and Shandu on the right-hand side. But I think he brings that, he's got a point to prove. He's been in the first team before. He never got enough chance to play, and the coach also gave him a sudden berth today to continue with that impressive form.
We're careening into Samuel Mangani, the uncompromising veteran defender. Andre de Jong being closely watched by Miguel Tim. Can't take your eye off the Kiwi this season. It's goal return, evidence of that. Makgasela being asked to slot into the back line this evening.
And I also think because of his speed to be able to deal with Hoto on the other side whenever Hoto attacks, but also knowing Makgasela as well, that Hoto will be required to do his defensive duties because you'll find him up there making combination play to try and push the ball inside the box.
All the way back to Ofori. Chipped out from Munyane. It's the better of that exchange with the ball has straight out. Man has spent 8 seasons at Orlando Pirates, made well in excess of 100 league appearances for them as well. Defensive work by Sibisi to read that nip in ahead of Cedric George, but possession once again with Royal AM. Makgasela. Putsani. Forced backwards, now it's with Nascimento. Lifted over the top by Palani for Maklaba, who has kept it in here. Watched by Ndar. Attempted to stab it through for De Jong. Mangani headed forward with authority. It's at the feet of Edison Mayela, new captain for this season. He celebrated his 30th birthday this past Sunday, on the day that they lost to Chippa United. So happy 30th birthday to him.
Yeah, I'm sure it's not a birthday to remember.
No, not really. This, of course, a dream for him. He came through their development. He was out on loan for so many seasons, including a title-winning season for Thunder Royal Zulu as well. He actually captained them in the 2016-17 season when they lifted the then NFD trophy. His almost ever presence. Samuel Mangani, captain when Royal AM finished runners-up rather contentiously in 2021 to Skakuni United, and then bought the status of Bloemfontein Celtic. Last season was his first as a top-flight player at the age of 34, now 35, and still going strong.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's going to stop anytime soon.
Andre De Jong. Palani Putsani. Almost worked out for them.
You know, with Royal AM, you can see even with a different type of a coach of Dan Malisela, they still continues to play the same way that we're playing last season, going through the midfield with combination play. You can see this is one thing that has been embroidered into their system, into their philosophy as well. And Mahlasela and Putsani and with Palani as well being the one that just marshalling that midfield. I think they understand it so well. So a lot of Pirates to be wary of those combination plays.
You might have noticed the wind just rippling through the jersey of the highly rated Nigerian defender, Ndar. And it has been a little nippy despite being a sweltering day here on the East Coast. Still looking for his first goal of the season. Tim Nkosi Lorch could have come against Chippa United. What chance that he had, almost clean through on goal from perhaps not the most suitable angle, but poking it about 2 yards wide. Other than that, he produced an almost flawless performance.
Yeah, he did. I think it was one of those games for Orlando Pirates where numbers, you know, didn't match how they played. You know, they created so many goal-scoring opportunities. And structurally, from the Chippa United point of view, you could see that they wanted to close shop, defend, and wait for their counter-attack. And they finally, you know, got the goal late on into the game, but Orlando Pirates believed in themselves on opportunities that they missed.
The goal goes in favour of Royal AM with Putsani down. De Jong. Oh, he's found some space to slip in Mahlasela. There's some decent covering by Orlando Pirates. They look to spring forward now. Tim Nkosi Lorch chose to go it alone. Mangani now. They saw that dance from De Jong, couldn't locate him.
Yeah, he couldn't locate him because he's been raising his hand up. I think today we're seeing end-to-end stuff here with Orlando Pirates and Royal and the energy on this game. I think it's a perfect weather as well to have such energy because it's a little bit cooler. There's a little bit of a wind there, so the players' energies are up there. But this is the offside call that the referee saw, but you can see right through And every team that has the ball, they're trying to attack as quickly as possible.
Now the ball in is intended for De Jong, to the clutches of Richard Ofori. Teboho Botsani, a great innovator, and if you give him space, he's likely to punish you. It's a good hold up from Evan Gar. Offers something very different to Kwame Peprah, who he replaces in the lineup today, having started the opening 2 games of the season.
And he's very good in this aerial balls and also his hold-up play. But I think what they struggled with over the weekend was with Peprah being able to hold on to the ball, but the pass to the oncoming midfielders was never connecting. And with that regard, I think they lost opportunities in terms of scoring or attacking.
Mahlasela goes tumbling down under the challenge of Capello Dlamini. Dan Mahlasela in 6 league meetings with Orlando Pirates as a coach. Just that one win that we alluded to back in 2016 with Chippa United, 2-0 victory over Pirates. And with Marumo Gallants did meet Pirates in the last 16 of the previous Nedbank Cup. Unmarked as Mangani. Looping header won't really trouble Richard Ofori from there, but the Pirates probably need to tighten up in that regard. Both Mangani and De Jong in acres of space.
Yeah, and I think they deploy the system of zonal marking, and sometimes it's okay, but sometimes it becomes a problem when there's no players that are initially marking on that zonal.
De Jong waits for Botsani to arrive. He looks to steer it across. Kosinati Sibisi, well positioned. The Montfort Golden Arrows captain that they recruited in the off-season. Man who turns 27 next month, Sibisi. Clever disguised pass from Lorch to the Namibian Dion Otto. Extravagant from Otto. Comes to nothing though.
Very good skill there from Otto. Batalingwati, making sure that you're not going anywhere with Mahaila will be able to do the defensive duties.
Dion Otto in possession of the ball once again. And return to him. Low cross in for Evan Gar. Nascimento scrambles it away. Dion Otto opened the scoring against Royal AM. Their catch-up matches that they played in late May. That game eventually ended 2-2, despite the fact that inside 7 minutes, Orlando Pirates a 2-0 lead. Kwame Peprah also getting on the score sheet, but they managed to hit back through Thabo Maklaba, as well as Tikazi inside injury time. That was Royal AM's 10th goal that came 90 minutes or later last season, which is absolutely remarkable.
Yeah, they had this thing of never dying attitude. You know, whenever they the game wasn't over until it's over. So you couldn't look at the clock and say 90 minutes. Okay, let me go and grab some coffee or grab some tea or something.
Sibisi Mayela. Sibisi, who hails from Copenhagen near Howick. He's got his first ever league goal The 3-1 win over Dan Malisela's former side, Marumo Gallants, in October of last year. Well read by Nascimento. And contributed 3 for the season, did Sibisi, having never scored a league goal prior to last term. Now, Putsani in pursuit. Mayela holds him off.
I think also what helps for Orlando Pirates is the speed of Mayela being able to cover the ground, coming in and make sure that you cover Sibisi. That is central though, to make sure that be able to marshal those runs that Putsani will forever make, and you know that he's got so much speed. You need to be very careful with that.
So the game's just settled down a touch after a frenetic opening period. Sibisi attempted to slide it through for Evanka. Jose Ribeiro controlling the touchline. Last assignment in Finland before earning the Orlando Pirates job. He will turn 47 next month. And he's already familiarizing himself with the country that he's working in. I don't know if you caught the one-on-one that he did with Thomas Mlambo, but it really seems as though he's invested a lot in being Orlando Pirates coach holistically and understanding the community from which the team and the players come from.
Yeah, and I think that's important of a team like Orlando Pirates that thrives so much on the history and culture, for you to understand what it stands for and what it means to the fans as well. I think that's the first step that you need to understand as a foreign coach. And from there on, you build on to the players that you have and make them understand as well what you understand as a coach. Yeah. And I think that's key.
Now slip through for De Jong. Ball caught up momentarily in his feet and a recovery from Innocent Mayela. Miguel Tip expertly finding Dlamini. Possession turned over though. It's an opportunity for Royal AM. It's a touch too hard for Andre De Jong.
Look, Royal AM, they do find those, piercing passes to the strikers. And I think with the Mayela, Sibisi, and they need to at least squeeze it a little bit. Come in, force Royal AM to go to the side and bring in the crosses. Because those passes that are coming in, if they get 1 or 2 right, and then becomes a problem. So they need to narrow those gaps that they have between themselves.
Well, almost 60% of their attacks coming through the middle for Royal AM. You might have noticed for Orlando Pirates, 50% of theirs down the left-hand side, which I guess shouldn't prove too surprising from what we've seen so far.
Yeah. And also when you're playing against the Royal A team side, you know exactly what they're coming with. So you know that they're going to come narrow straight through the middle. So if you can have enough numbers in that midfield just to try to destabilize them to find their rhythm, then half of the battle is won.
Kalani slotted between 2 centre halves as he looks for advanced options. Putsani, George. Taking their time here, Royal AM. Now they stick it through. Putsani chops back inside, trying to lay it for Cedric George. Alisa Nda with a crucial intervention. Palani again. George. Makasela takes over. Putsani. Mokhela has joined the attack. And of course his natural instinct. Kabedi sprays it out wide to Thabo Matlaba. I've kept the ball for an age, Royal AM. Looking for Putsani, Mayela takes care of him. It's broken kindly for Thabo Matlaba. And De Jong's going to get away from him. They've regained possession in an instant, though.
That counter press that they have, and they rotate the ball so well, so comfortable on the ball. They make things a little bit difficult for Orlando Pirates to win the ball back.
Matlaba caught by Goodwin Masele.
And also in their play, I think with that opportunity where Potsani was on the right hand side coming in with his left foot, I thought there he would try and probably maybe take a shot though, because the angle also allows him to do so. But with the structure of the team, they always want to play out and pass out. I think they need to start taking those chances.
Something rather interesting at stake this evening, because Royal AM in their first season in the top flight, they didn't ever lose back-to-back matches in the league at any point. If you look at Orlando Pirates, the last time they lost consecutive league games was 4 years ago in August 2018. So there's a potential for either one of these teams for that fate to befall them, and it would be a bit of a rarity.
Yeah.
Last time Orlando Pirates lost back-to-back games was against Wits, August of 2018. Andrew Chitola own goal, all that separated them. And they followed that up with a loss to Celtic from Gunny Sam on the score sheet in his final season before joining Orlando Pirates. Good exchange of passes here. And Royal AM just can't scramble it away, but on the turn, the shot is poor from Evan Gar.
We are witnessing two sides that are playing beautiful attacking football, end-to-end stuff. Orlando Pirates, in those pockets, they're able to play out, and with Hoke being instrumental in that one, and being a striker, Evan Gar that he is, he sees the areas around and he's trying to take a chance, and that's what you need from a striker. You want them to forever be able to think of scoring goals in some of those type of situations.
Evan Gar could ignite this crowd if he can capture some of the form that he enjoyed over December last year. He scored 10 goals for Chippa United in 29 league appearances, but he scored 7 of those across 5 games in December, including braces against AmaZulu and Maritzburg United. So there's a precedent for scoring against KZN-based sides.
In December.
In December, yeah.
But also, you look at the creativity that is around him. I think he won't struggle much in terms of scoring goals. It's just the matter of when those opportunities come, would you be able to put them in?
Ball given away very cheaply. Marcelo escapes with it. To launch now Mayela. Sibisi. Mayela. Back to the former Arrows man. Little wayward. Sibisi Monyane can't keep that in. Well, perhaps the celebration is a little more muted in the presidential suites, but there's a lovely turnout in total at the Moses Mabhida Stadium. The grandstand and the far sides almost packed on the lower tier. Well, if the players are soaking that in, then they need to produce something this evening in terms of goals. Although with that being said, Orlando Pirates, in terms of their games in KZN against sides from this province, there have been a lot of 0-0 draws in recent times. Lorch keeps it alive exquisitely. well, it might be a struggle to get up tomorrow morning, but it certainly seems worth it at the moment to be at the stadium. Hottest ticket in town. George caressing them to the path of Putsani, but well carved out. Now Evan Gar brought down by Sema Mangani. Abongile Tom allows play to continue. He's convinced that the Cameroonian went down a little too easily. CBC thought it could sign it. By the way, Orlando Pirates unbeaten in their last 10 league games versus KZN sides. Won 4 of those and drawn 6. That's since a 2-0 loss to Lamontville Golden Arrows in February of last year. Pule Mori getting on the score sheet 2 occasions in that game. And then excluding matches in the bio bubble that were attributed to KZN sides as home matches, that loss versus Arrows in February of last year is their only defeat in 14 away games to KZN sides. So here in the province, they do particularly well. James Munyane, lovely ball in. Beautifully worked goal from Orlando Pirates, and Dion Hotto claims it. But it's the work from Munyane that deserves the applause. Brilliant from the young man.
This is what the Orlando Pirates needed to get on the score sheet, to be able to control this high-tempo game, and also coming from, a defeat. They needed this for a reaction, and Hotto finding himself inside the box, was able to tap in, and that's what was lacking last week when they were playing against Chipa. Whenever the ball was on the other side, he was walking the line still. And as a winger, as a modern winger, you need to be able to get inside the box and to be able to punish them. But great work there from the right-hand side from Munyane. It's exceptional form, continues again.
Well, so simple. They sliced them open here.
Yeah, look at the combination. Good pass there from Jamini. And look at the cutback. This is training stuff, and be able to get there as Hotto, to be able to have that presence of mind and occupy that space, and also great run as well from Evan Gar to be able to go to that first ball and open that gap for Hotto to be able to punish. Great goal from Orlando Pirates.
Well, wonderful decision making from Munyane, because he might have been tempted to try and find Evan Gar, but he waited a beat and set it up brilliantly for Dion Hotto and the Buccaneers at the front at the Moses Mabhida Stadium. And I've just been talking about their tremendous record in KZN, and it's because they enjoy support like this all over the country.
Yeah. And also sometimes as a footballer, when you get to those areas where Munyane was, just a 1 second delay, it feels like a long time. And if you get into those positions, just to delay a second, you're always going to find somebody that is free inside the box. And that's what Munyane showed us, really, that he got into the area just that 1 second, just trying to open up, and that's when Evan Gar took that first pole position and it created an opportunity for Orlando Pirates.
Evan Gar's pass slightly behind Munyane, and Royal AM have it with Putsane. Mahlasela. Palani availing himself as an option. Palani squeezing it through to Dion. Shadrach Koperi. Matlaba connects from Palani, and still Thabo Matlaba gliding past. Given Mosele brought down. Free kick for Royal AM in a great area.
Matlaba seeing the space, attacking the space as a fullback. And of course, when Matlaba comes into those areas, you know that he's very comfortable in both fits. He can shoot with either left or right. And it's forever going to give Raleigh in those type of areas when he gets in, where he is trying to play this combination play. So for Munyane as well, defensive duties as well are going to be required, but he will stop there. So this is an opportunity for Raleigh to see if they can get De Jong and far post or Nascimento as well.
There wasn't so much joy evident from that lady in the stands. Mama Joy watching on, a little concerned, but in Palani they have a player who can certainly crack them. Second George also over this. And it will be Seguin George. Might be something he's been working on in the off-season. Ashen-faced Mamkize and Dan Malisela are best pleased with that.
I'm sure those areas is inviting to take a shot, but if you look at the last poll, there was two of your tallest players at the back row. So if you can play a nice ball, especially from a left footer, you stand a chance to play back for an oncoming striker or midfielders to be able to tap in, but also the area as well is inviting for you to try. And because Okori hasn't had a save already in this game.
Well, things looking good for Orlando Pirates. They have the lead. And quite well versed at keeping clean sheets here in KZN. This is at the Future Arrows 18 months ago, the 14 matches that they've been unbeaten. They've kept 18 sheets across them. Some of the unconventional goalkeeping from Tolan Ngobo doesn't take it at the first time of asking. He's dispensed it brilliantly towards Sandra de Jong. Almost makes something of it.
I always enjoy and love goalkeepers that could do that.
Yeah.
Of course, you know, Itumile Nkuna was one of the best in the country to be able to do that, but it also gives you an added advantage when the goalkeeper does that, because you're forever on the front foot to try and attack. And when the distribution becomes so nice, I mean, you're so confident and comfortable as an attacking player that you will get the ball.
Got a lot of game time for Utsungati in the championship last season, did Ngobo. Worth mentioning that it is his first top flight start. He's previously made an appearance in the top flight, but that was as a sub for Baraka. And that was a good six seasons ago. Came on in a 4-1 loss against Chippa United back in 2016. Did Ngobo was the understudy to Oscar Masaluke, who was injured in that game. He's played a lot of football over the years, but it's all been in the first division. So Andile Mpisane, a club that is named after him, in the stands and clearly enjoying himself, despite the fact that his side is down. The youngest chairman of the PSL. With a pretty sizable entourage as well that he's brought to the Moses Mabhida Stadium. I must say he was pretty warmly received, as well as his mother when they entered the stadium. Lots of fans wanting to meet with them.
And also, there's one thing about Raleigh is they enjoy playing big teams.
Yeah.
And the PSL,
Oh, that's true.
they show up on the day, and of course, the fans know exactly what they're going to get from Raleigh.
That was evidenced by the fact that they've had 3 consecutive wins against Kaizer Chiefs, and they held Orlando Pirates twice last term. They trail now, but they did come from 2 goals behind in their previous meeting with the Buccaneers, so it's never over until it's over when Royal AM are involved.
Yep.
Jose Rivero would have been feeling the heat a little bit the past few days, although the turnaround time very tight, so not much of an opportunity to dwell on that home defeat to Chippa United. And if he wasn't aware already, he will know how uncompromising the fans can be when results are not forthcoming.
Yeah, and what's nice about it right now is they responded very well. The players themselves, they bounce back. It's just to make sure that they consolidate this lead or add on to it. But we know that Royal AM is not going to just lie back and allow the Pirates to dominate the game. But you know how fans are from Orlando Pirates. They're very demanding. They want to see the team play the best football and getting results as well. And I'm sure he knows now, because after Chippa United game, a lot of people were not impressed with the performance.
That's goal for Pirates. Has certainly seen the decibel level here at the Mozambique Stadium intensify. A little more subdued in the suites, but I suspect they're enjoying the match just as much. Lost through to Dion Hotto. This one left witness in Mayela. Well, it's been phenomenal to see fans back in the stadium for this season.
And in particular with this game, it's a midweek game. Yeah, look at the crowd, look at the turnout. Just hope that, slowly and surely the fans will be back into the stadium, because we missed them so much after a long time.
Turning the screw, Orlando Pirates. We're into the final minute of regulation time for half-time break. Not well cleared at all. Mayela. Hotto's cross. The punch from Lobo. Might have to deal with another here, and Lobo claims that one. Judge the bar as well. Abongile Tom, I have to go over and check on Miguel Tim here.
Yeah, this was the challenge, just the collision there on the shin. We just hope that we'll be back up, because we also need to cement this place in the Orlando Pirates lineup, especially in that position where there's so many players that occupy that position. So
plenty of players vying for spots in the center midfield. Miguel Tim afforded his an opportunity today, first start for him, for 2 appearances off the bench. Dan Malisela will know him well from their time together at Marumo Gallants. Everyone's seeing themselves on the big screen here at the Mozambique Stadium. Cause for excitement. Abongile Tom has been just tracking them up in his brain, recalling some other indiscretions from Sedwin George, and the striker who turns 31 later this month is the first player into the book for today. It's just on the stroke of half time as well. first half in the books here in Durban. Both these sides look
Amapagapaga. Happy people. Aye, ye pagapaga. Dubuyile na ipagapaga. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Cool for you guys for subscribing on this channel. Make sure that if you haven't subscribed, you do. We also have a page on Facebook, the same page, HR Sport Channel. Make sure that you check on that page, you like, you follow it, and you share it. So I just want to hear from the comments. The Pirates 1, Royal AM 0. This is a very interesting game. Thanks for the live stream watching from Lowbeck. You go Lowbeck. Which country is that? Joking. If you wanna join me on this chat, how did you see the first half? It's simple. You just need to click on this link. Let me share the link on the comments. You need to click on this link. You follow the prompts. It will take you directly to where I am. Now I have some people. Nati is connected, but he hasn't connected his device. Oh, what just what Mandla, are you there? Midlos, I can see you're connected.
I can see your nice pillows.
Yeah, but then why don't you open the camera? You WhatsApp or Rulelo saying Gubin.
We're watching from the blanket.
Is it cold?
It's not that cold.
Yeah, okay. Guys, if there are any issues with the quality of the stream, please just do let us know in the comments. Sometimes the guys differ a device or seven. If you send mobile cell, don't expect the HD. Because we quality, whereas 90% of the people are complaining quality. So make sure you first check what device are you using before complaining quality. Let's see where people are connecting from. We also have Steven.
Sure.
Who's on, Baba?
Shabu with this.
Sharp. Pustonso go, Baba.
When I say Victoria Acadia.
Kopitori. Bafana ba Kopitori, ke ba Santawana.
Never nickel bagabaga, my bra. Wait again, too. I will let it be the Michumi. Wait.
Yeah, so you wanna join Pagapag?
No, little handle. Now I want to still connect life. You have bra. And then thanks to you, big ups to you because you made it possible for us to connect.
Thank you, Simon. But the thing is, now we're trying, with these copyright issues. But then let's hope we'll finish the game.
Yeah, let's hope for a bagas one lemon, but so far so good.
All right, Galibo Hataima.
So
your final score prediction.
Well, my analysis come quick when game thing. Pirates is gonna win, though hot analyze some obstacles because they're not attacking that much. They're relying only on like strikers, but Hahona number 8, Hahona number 10. Direct attackers, so I understand. But let's just hope for the best. Over.
All right, Nyabonga. Taima.
Chomi.
Hola. Windows. Where's your mic? Oh, you just turned off your mic.
You need so much.
Yeah, go so much. We also have Mtu Masego.
Oh, ita post kunjani lapho?
Ngiyaphila post. I have Umpo on the background. Ubambe nje kanjalo bhuti wami will aid you ne. I also have Isaac Notami. uLungster needs to connect device. Akayiconnectanga device. I also
Nansi
have
phela.
Badu
Inkinga
Pirates.
ziphupho.
Okay, let's get on with umtu. Ustonsa kuphi baba?
Ngiseswazini baba Mbabane.
Hayi Swatini. Ekhaya lewheat. Ziphi izinto lapho? Ziphi izinto?
Fika baba ngizokuseta. Fika ngizokuseta.
Ngiyilanda kayi-one ezihambaya le. Otherwise uhamba nani baba?
Ngihamba nelibhakabhaka baba.
So far uyibone njani ibhakabhaka?
Baba, kona siyadlala, but even though we are leading, I'm not happy, man. In midfield yethu, no, it's not that good. It's not that good. We can't keep the ball. We can't even make like 5 passes, you know. I think we need to do something, yeah, we swing, baba, because they can't even, you know, ukuthi nje lokhona controller like itempo. Even sometimes when they are attacking, it's like players today. Some labanye ngathi bayalahleka, they don't even know they are position. Kuyende kwakhanse bayi-2 bagijimela umuntu lomunye, you know. So that's not good. So I feel like if we nasta kuchubeka kanjena, we will not hold up.
All right, Brother ne. Thank you so much.
All right.
I hope you did subscribe to the channel.
Yeah. I thought I did so.
Yeah, please also check us on Facebook ne, and follow us. We share also busy my supporters because the more people we have, that's why we're gonna be able to give you guys more games. Because I mean, if we don't have our followers, then who are we going to stream the games to?
Sure, man. Sure. No, thanks to you, man, for streaming. No, thank you.
Thank you, Bram. Yeah, the lapis out things all the little zinto ne.
Ufike baba.
Sure. Thank you, bro. Po.
Eita hola.
You need to support me. I'm you are my co-host. Mindos. Who's that po?
Number 1 and you?
I'm good. Ustonsa go bro.
Ngokudonsa la eLens brother. Big up to you man for the nice innovation. Ngathi abantu abaningi can learn from you so that South Africa can move forward man. Some of the other people they don't have the privilege to subscribe to DSTVs and some other places, but they have data and they have Wi-Fi that they can connect. So big up to you, Auti, and your core team crew.
Thank you so much, Brian. So support
Hola, Brampo.
Sure. Nah, sky is the limit. I'm just supporting today, but today.
Uzotshotsha player.
Ngizobheka ukuthi isinkwa sethu sikuphi. Ngiyabheka ukuthi isinkwa sethu sikuphi yabo.
All right, but so far how do you see the game?
So far the game it's yamba kahle, and even the quality of your stream is very nice, and yeah, the game is good. The passes and both teams that I can see they are on 50-50, but for now I think Pirates will dominate due to the fact of that different point score. I mean to say, because it's motivating some other team players as well.
All right. Thank you, Prayaka. I think that's me because I mean there's a lot of people waiting here and
almost
there. Thank you so much. Isaac.
Fere.
How's it, bro?
No, ke grand mfethu.
You can get time because I mean we don't have much time before we get to. Just tell us who to sponsor wuphi baba. Let me just get everyone
from fourth mfethu Shebile Pagania, Kilpagania. So far we are doing well. That's correct. Agatina.
All right, Brian. So your final score predictions?
2-0.
To Pirates.
Yeah, and thanks for for mahala badlala chopi.
All right, thank you, Brian. Make sure to do subscribe. You also follow us on Facebook, ne?
I will, Otiaga. Thanks. Set a game live.
Oh, Tommy.
Yeah, mfethu kunjani?
Sharp unjani put?
Ngiyaphila mfethu.
Sharp. Ustonsa kuphi wena put?
Mfethu ngila eSoweto la eDlamini.
Soweto mapetla zola mdeni. Kasila makasi. Yeah, uhamba naziphi put?
ngihamba nebhakaniya kodwa mfethu hayi ngisanovalo manje hayi ngendlela abadlala ngakhona hayi.
Yayibona ifikile uRoyal AM.
Hayi ayifanga mfethu Royal AM yazi ukuthi injani mfethu izenze ngathi ifile nge-first half kodwa ye-second half iyabuya ndoda.
Yeah. But
So nje yabona nje but okwamanje asibonge nje for ukuthi nje sisalida yabona. Sengathi nje abafana bangaqhubeka nje bayibambe kanjalo yabo.
All right. Nikhumbuze guys if kusase masekungena second half. Okay, siyabonga Thami ne.
All right mfethu.
Sharp ngizolandela mo Pedro.
Yeah, my man. I mean, this is wonderful, bro. This is wonderful. I'm so happy, my brother. You know, my man. Pagani, I'm fair to Pagani, I'm fair to. We're gonna do it, my man. You know what, my man. You are doing a good job. Leo Yenza. You fair to. I'm fair to. Good job, man. Thanks so much, brother.
Are we starting Royal AM?
Hola, 100%, my man.
Are we starting Royal AM? Ngiyayibona ifikile mos.
It's
Are we starting Royal AM? Ngiyayibona ifikile mos.
Ibhakaniya mfethu iyayenza lana uyazini ibhakaniya lana mfethu izowina la i-right mara lento yenzile mfethu siyabonga mfethu uyazini 100%. It took me time to get to watch this game today mfethu. I'm telling you, but I'm so happy, man, for this one.
As long as you don't value, we keep on trying.
Hola.
Thank you, Taima. Kwanele.
Sure, Budasha present.
Akwanele ukuphela kubanda khona because ngiyakubona useyingubeni comfortable mameli ubukela ibhakabhaka ne Royal AM.
Yeah, man. I'm from Cape Town. Ngibheke live. It's my first time on your channel, and I will make sure ukuthi ngiyasubscribe and angeke ngiphinde ngimise futhi.
Thank you so much, Brian. So uhamba nebhakabhaka.
Yeah, vele ngihamba nebhakaniya, but the way mina ngibona ngakhona igame ngibona ngathi le game inga-enda ngo-1-1 or it will end up being beaten by i-Royal AM because they are too defensive and bayiyekela nje i-midfield ye-Royal AM yazenzela kubona.
Awuyithembi papa kodwa lesithemba ukuthi mhlawumbe ucoach uzobafaka idunyana ukuthi babone ukuthi ababuya second half izinto zichangeile ne.
Hayi mfethu nje ukhuluma amaqiniso nje yazi ukuthi i-defense yebhakaniya sihlezi ichinja but ayikho tough bahlezi bavula njalo back so ngeke sibathembe nje.
All right, thanks Kwanele ne.
But what I like on the other side it's that i-midfielder yabo it's like close to i-defense. So that means akunama space amakhulu like between midfield and defense. So we might win ngalo 1-0.
All right. Thanks, Brian. Othi sinikeze ubaba uDavid la. Timer.
Le guy.
Lite papa ukae wena.
Arona.
Urutonsa ko kae papa.
Ya nna ke ka mo isando ke mmerekong ke kena night shift man.
Oh, go bona epere di uniform papa.
Ke mmerekong.
Re bua papa o tsamaya eng papa?
Ke tsamaya le pagapa.
Yeah, mara o tshabile ka pagapa we papa la ngate.
Unfortunately I se won first half ko bona ke re ke hula fase no so ke kena mo link ya so ke re maybe ke ta bona second half.
Ora o tla ipona papa o tla bona ne.
Okay.
Yeah, go post subscribe ge papa o re follow le bo page la rona ya bo Facebook ne. Just search for EH Sport channel ne.
Okay.
Alright, thank you pa.
Thank you.
Gupta brothers are back. Gupta. Gupta ngatu network is move. Milos, before we head back to the second half.
Yes, Baba.
Yeah, your thoughts going to the second half?
Predictions or thoughts?
Okay, just predict again.
1-1.
Are we
Pirates. 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 I lost man with Pirates last time. 1-1.
All right. What think Thomas predict before we head to second half? Thomas.
Hola.
Sure bro. Kunjani?
Fele?
Sharp ukuphi nendawo?
Ngise-White City la eSoweto.
Oh, alright. Uhamba nebhakabhaka guys.
Hayi, ngiyikhosi yathema.
Uminyile abanye abantwana. Udliwa
Hayi,
maswena
not
4B.
really, not
They
really.
said you are prep.
Not really.
Obvious, what
So,
ne?
yeah, of course.
So, prediction yakho score going to the second half?
2-1.
2-1.
Yeah.
Obvious,
To Royal
inkosi
AM.
izothi 2-1.
I-Royal AM yayazi yabuya second half, so.
Uyikhosi uminyile wena uhlulekile indaba zakho. All right, Thomas, wena sokubona Saturday ngibekile Richards Bay khona la eMoses Mabhida.
Alright, cool.
Sharp bra ne. Subscribe lapho
Sharp,
usolution ku Facebook ne bra.
Alright, cool.
Hola. Okay, guys, we're going back to the second half. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure that you do subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and also follow us on Facebook, EHL Sport Channel. The more people we get, the more that you are able to stream. Thank you so much. Guys, I really do apologize, but we're getting back now. No. Aski, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Kube ni issue nyana nje the plugs. But I guess we're back now. Sorry for that, guys. Sorry.
After his effort in the first half went well over. What can they catch it from here? Well, that is Pailani straight into the wall, and now the Pirates looking to escape. Dispensing it upfield for Dion Houghton. Ngcobo's off his line. Bad mistake from Ngcobo, not the cleanest clearance. And he's repositioned himself to deal with the incoming shot, which was wide in any case.
Yeah, it was a poor clearance from Ngcobo, but Orlando Pirates could have taken that opportunity, but you see that Dlamini wanted to take a shot outside the box. But here's the ball that I thought Evanga would be able to play very early on to Hato, but in that playing the ball. Look at Ngcobo, the clearance wasn't convincing enough. But yet again, and Dlamini also had so many options to play in.
Yeah, he did. His last goal coming in a 4-1 win against Maritzburg United in May. Sibrin George has been hooked off. Olise Matopo is the man to come on. Matopo, who they recruited from TS Galaxy midway through last season. He had scored 3 goals for the Rockets. He contributed another 5 in the colours of Royal AM for, I guess, a pretty healthy tally of 8 all told.
Yeah, and his combination with Letswana as well was exceptional for Royal AM. They understood each other so well. And as well, you want to, as a coach, to see that as well, combination with De Jong, who's on good scoring form for LAM.
Kobedi. Mangani. Kobedi seeking out De Jong. Mayela gets through it. Putsani. Khayla. Mangani hauled back by Evanga. Samuel Mangani made 28 appearances his maiden season in the top flight. That was last term. And in the championship the season prior, didn't miss a single match.
And it is the age that tells you that he is a true professional that takes care of himself.
He's been a loyal servant of, I guess, of Mamkiza and the various sides that she's been involved in, Royal Eagles and Real Kings that was renamed. Deonta Matlaba, as she said, behind for Matuku. Palade through for De Jong. De Jong offside, according to Sanjini Tidikari.
I guess that's the difference right now in the second half for Raleigh, and be able to play those forward passes. Akupu giving them that added advantage up front to make those runs as well. Allows the Tanis, Palanis, Makasel as well to be able to play those passes. That's what they need to be able to turn Orlando Pirates defense around.
Well, the fans, I'm sure, will rejoice at the sight of Vincent Pule readying himself, tearing off the tracksuit here as he prepares to come on. Evanga linking up with Dion Houghton, made the run in behind. Mokhelo recovers. Palani, Mangani. Neat passing from Royal AM. Putsani to Matopo. Out to Potsani once again. To Potsani, evades Miguel Tem. Potsani. And all the pace taken off that shot. Easy for Richard Ofori.
Look, with those pass and move from Raleigh, and it's so difficult to intercept those balls. He does it so well. But what it lacked in the first half was those shots on target, those shots at goal. And you can see that there is a conversation that happened during halftime from Coach Dan Malisela to be able to tell the boys that, you're creating so many opportunities, but, there's no finishing on them. So you need to be able to finish your attacks.
Taylor looking for an option. It's back to his skipper. So with the ball out, it's an opportunity for Orlando Pirates to make their first change of the game. Pedro Dlamini, having picked up a yellow card about 5 or so minutes back, is replaced, and Vincent Pule introduced. Didn't play a lot of football last season, Vincent Pule. We're hoping that he can stay injury-free this term and recapture the form from the 2020-21 season. It's the PC. Tip. BC scrapes his fork. Sailing now with the header. Evenga keeps the ball moving. Tim launched on his outsides. Miguel Tim is fed. Tim Ugosi launch, who goes dancing around Shadrack Kuberi. And it's Kuberi's turn to go into the book. The 26-year-old was retained in the acquisition of Bloemfontein Celtic.
Yeah, it's always difficult to defend against an attacking player that comes with so much speed, because once you change the direction, you're bound to foul him. That's what Lodge knew. Especially now being pushed a little bit on the right-hand side with the introduction of Pule, that's going to occupy that left-hand side. So it's going to be very interesting to see also. We saw him on Sunday bringing those crosses from the right-hand side. So he's back to his favorite position.
Ngobo organizing a two-man wall. Ngobo, Roland goalkeeper, will turn 29 this coming Friday. So Vincent Pule freshly onto the park, preparing to deliver in the set piece. Evenga amongst others to aim for. Pule's take is wicked. He forces a save out of Ngobo. I suspected he might have a sight of goal there.
Yeah, that's the way to introduce yourself in the game. What a great free kick there. But an equally good save from Ngobo. Just straight to the goalkeeper, but also it's one of those situations where a confident builder, and you know that the fans are behind you. That's what you need from Pule, because the fans were shouting for him to come onto the pitch, and that's what he does.
A low take from Vincent Pule. It was very easily dealt with by Roy Leyen. And yes, Roy Leyen need to get themselves used to this venue. It will be using it for their CAF Confederation Cup obligations next month, as it meets the requirements, the CAF requirements.
And I also think that it suits their style of play. It's big enough, too wide, open, and they can find those pockets, those 1-2s. Because I strongly believe that the Chatsworth, also the pitch is not as level as this playing field. So it really sometimes they struggle with all the bounce that is on the pitch.
The champions are pretty well represented here in the crowds this evening. Porton Silo also in the mix. We've got the drums going as well. There's certainly a decent pocket of fans that are behind Royal AM, but the host support outnumbered. Dion Hotto will go needlessly into the book here, and he needs to probably display a little less petulance, tossing the ball down, having just been carded for time wasting. Play Julia Gatai against Bopani Highlanders next month to Royal AM, but we'll be back at the Chatsworth Stadium for the next league obligation, and indeed the MTN8 tie against Royal AM on the 27th of August, and they did tremendously well in Chatsworth last season, only lost twice on their own patch across 15 home games in the league. That wasn't their first home game actually against Cape Town City, whilst they were still acclimatizing to things, and then lost 3-2 to Mamelodi Sundowns in May. But there was actually a point last term where they didn't concede in 12 hours at home between a 1-1 draw with Baraka in November and that defeat to Sundowns in May. To shut out everyone that arrives at your home grounds, very impressive.
Very impressive indeed. And also, once you become dominant in your home ground, you tend to have that confidence that you know that everybody that comes there, and they need to have that type of a fear. They know that you're not going to just lie down. It's always going to be a problem to pick up any points, and that's what Royal AM did in Chatsworth last season. And if you remember as well, speaking of the game against Mamelodi Sundowns, that game was back-to-back. It was everything that a PSL stands for. You know, the game was magnificent to watch, and also with the results as well. And you could see that also after Royal AM lost that game, they didn't believe how they lost the game.
It's unbelievably even in terms of completed passes here. Both sides have just edged past to 300, and the accuracy very similar as well. First half possession almost identical, but in the second period with Royal AM chasing the game, naturally you would expect them to have just a little bit more of it, which is indeed the case. Solisanda was recruited from Akwa United in his first season in South Africa's top flight last term. Took to the league like a duck to water. Played so the 2/3 of all of Orlando Pirates league matches.
Yeah, he adapted so well. He's so comfortable in the ball. I think it is one of the best signings for Orlando Pirates last season.
Thembakosi Lorch down at the moment. Turned 29 last month, did Lorch. Only contributed 1 goal last season. That came in a 4-1 win against Maritzburg United. And it's the only league goal he scored for Pirates against the KZN side.
Guys, I really don't understand now if you say the quality is not good.
Also,
Please do indicate if it's not good. Because on my side, I don't see any problem.
Improve those stats,
You
especially
can
with
even see the resolution is on
that he
180p.
has, and how important it is also for Orlando Pirates in that attack.
And you'll probably feel a little aggrieved that Tabang Munari is on the bench this evening. Didn't put away that chance he set up for him against Chippa United last time out. Glorious ball in.
Yeah.
Lovely fight from Dion Hotto. Now Miguel Tim back to the Namibian, took his eye off the ball. Benito Nascimento. This is Matlaba. Masasela. Potsani. Andre Dion, Bokela. Talani. Tupu with a very heavy touch. There's Nda. Now Nda has lifted it over the top for Evan Nda, who wobbles up his line. There will be no clean sheets this first top flight start, Mobo, but he's had a busy game.
He has, and also can see that he's very comfortable in playing that super keeper role. He's not scared to come out. Only the mistake that he did was that poor clearance that he tried to clear. But look at him now, being able to come out again, and can see that he's grown in confidence in this game.
Preferred this evening to Mondlane Porto with Nyame out, sustaining an injury against Chippa United. Nyame only missed 2 league matches last season, so undisputed #1 for Tuatla. Temikosi launch. Given away. Bokela. Signing back to Maslasela. This is Thabo Matlaba in space. Andre de Jong. Better from Royal. Tupu hangs on to it this time. De Jong again. Defending by Gibbon Masela. Samuel Manganu, wasteful ball forward. Orlando Pirates come here this evening trying to, reverse their fortunes on the road. Last season, they only lost 1 of their first 9 away games. That was against Chiefs in November, and then they were winless in their last 5 at the moment, dating back to last season, and they have just 1 win in their last 9 away games in the league. It was against Sekhukhune United in April. On course here for a morale-boosting victory. Into this game in 8th position, and yes, they would have played a game more than most in the league, but could move joint top if they hang on to their advantage here. Temikosi Lodge stroking it forward, far too close to the goalkeeper.
Yeah, I thought he saw Munyani there in the far post being free.
Jomo Biela, right in the center of your shots. A man bankrolling the Richards Bay project, the owner, who promised that he wouldn't sell the status, and he has stayed true to that promise. I would just love to take the games back to the Mfatuza Sports Complex in short. But what a wonderful start to the season for the Natal Rich Boys, who currently sit top of the table with 7 points. That won't be kept alive. Richards Bay, TS Galaxy, and Amazulu all have 7 points so far, which means if Royal AM can turn things around here, and win this game, they would go clear at the top of the table, albeit likely only for a brief time before the other teams get an opportunity to play. Although, then again, they themselves play this weekend against Marumo Gallants on Sunday, so they could probably reclaim the summit, although it'd still be a game ahead. Miguel Tim, on the occasion of his first start for Orlando Pirates, has put in 70 minutes of work. He comes on, or comes off now, with Tabang Monare replacing him on the park. Andre de Jong has also been hooked off, and Royal AM bringing on Kitikajula and Glovu. And this is probably a good man to be bringing on at this point. Putsani departs, and Mfundo Tikazi, who scored the equalizer deep into stoppage time when these two sides last met, is thrown on. So the front three of Royal AM is now being entirely changed.
And with the introduction of Tikazi, you know that with 1v1 situations, is very, very good at that, his dribbling ability, and be able to give the firepower going forward. You can see that with Dendens, a substitution, he wants to have more fresh legs start going up front because he wants that equalizer. They're chasing the game, and then it feels like with those fresh legs, we're able to do the business for him.
That will be offside. But clearly, it's straight. Maybe not.
Yeah.
I was fooled a little by that.
It was tight.
It was much tighter than it appeared.
Yeah.
Matupu. Makhela to Mahasela. Kalani finds Maklaba. Musanda away from immediate danger, but they'll come back at them once again. Matupu with a good hold-up play, back to goal. Kuberi receives from Mangani. Tikazi, Mokhela. So Mokhela streaking away. Settle for a corner kick.
Good block there from Srisi Mokhela. Able to pass two players on the right-hand side, and I think he has to come alive in the second half to be able to give Royal AM that depth and be able to also add numbers going forward to be able to bring those crosses as expected of him on the right-hand side.
Big screen, still a source of amusement here at the Moses Mabhida Stadium. Recently introduced Mfundo Tikazi to take. And actually be a first corner kick of the match for Royal AM. Tikazi. Still not clear for Orlando Pirates. A big scramble for the corner taker. Now they'll get clear of the Buccaneers. Lovely ball by Tsemogosi Launch. And Dion Otto scampering onto it as seen a fly over shins and away. Great chance for the counter.
Great chance indeed. Marlon Pass will feel like that's a missed opportunity for a counter attack, especially with Horta's speed. But that first touch let him down.
Back up the other end. Matuku with the gap into it. Koberi. There's Mokhela.
If you look at the Orlando Pirates defensive lines, you can see they move as a unit. They're responding to the game because possession really are dominating, and also they require to bounce back with the victory, so they resorted to that defensive mode.
Well, they get the ball in behind, but the flag had been raised offside. And that's watching on. Making a triple change here. Shambu, Marco, and Pepra. Big moment as well for Paseka Marco. And lovely to see him on the field. So Hotto is one of those to make way. And Marco coming on for him. And Paseka Marco obviously suffering a horror injury last term from a Pipra. Also into the fray.
Yeah, with the Orlando Pirates change, I think, for Pepra, for coming in for Evan Gar, I think it's like for life.
Yeah.
And with Sandu as well, with Shemonyane as well,
Yeah,
as well.
yeah.
Yeah. So, but with Marco as well, we can resort to 4 at the back, which Maela can actually sit into that left back, centre back position, with Marco taking the left hand side. So either way that you want to play with him is very comfortable in the ball.
Marco involving himself. Coming from Timmy Losh to try and feed him again. Paseka Marco in April against Baraka, suffering that horrific injury.
And that happened when he was on top form.
Yeah.
He's playing so well. And it's unfortunate that he couldn't participate in a Confed final when in such a good form.
Of course, one of the smallest players in the Orlando Pirates ranks, clashing with Richard Ofori, who, and I looked this up, according to Orlando Pirates website, weighs 100 kilograms. So, yeah, like a freight train steaming into the diminutive Marco that fateful day.
Yeah.
Very, very scary scenes. So it's great to see him back in the mix.
Then again, looking at the clock as well with Orlando Pirates, for them to be able to, to get this victory under their belt, they need to be able to control this game. They need to be defending with the ball, and that they lose possession very cheaply, and that gives them so much problems because they need to go back and defend in numbers. When they're on the in position of the ball, they need to learn how to control this tempo of the game.
The action area is reflected in the left-hand corner. Paint a rather interesting picture for us.
Yeah, indeed. But you look at the numbers there in that midfield. So that's where the battle is, and that's where also, Royal AM are probably dominant in that position because they've got extra men in that midfield. But that required then Pule, who came on as a sub to do his defensive duties, because a lot of players introduced him to actually help them in attack. But because of the nature of the game, how Royal AM is dominant, they are all of them defending.
Tikazi. Get the ball in behind. Comfortable claim for Richard Ofori. So a double change to come for Royal AM, Abeni and Rizek Hamaldin. Hamaldin's already opened his account for the season, a 3-1 win against Chippy United on match day 2. It's a lovely little nodded pass into the path of Tim Ngozi Lodge. Good pick out as well for Lodge to find Marco. They work hard to keep the ball alive here to Orlando Pirates. Ayala, Pule. They reset. Oh, that's excellent from Vincent Pule, and then overcooks the flip ball in. So Royal AM's double switch coming now with Rizek Hamaldin on for Palane, and Mahlasela makes way from Topin. Biggest roar of the night. Other than the goal, of course. Well, if you chose to come to North Mabida Stadium this evening, you will not have been disappointed. Oh, how about that? Just inside the area. Abugile Tom was terrifically well positioned.
Indeed, that's good refereeing, being able to spot that just behind the play and tells Royal AM player to stand up and continue with play.
Well, the last time they met, Royal AM under John Maduka, Fututwatla had been 2 goals down, and just as we're about to hit the 80-minute mark, they clawed one back and then equalized late on. So as happy as they might be now, this could always be a twist.
Of course, and everybody knows with playing against Royal AM, those never dying attitude. It's never over until it's over, so you can't, you know that even with celebrations, being jovial and being happy, you know that they can turn things around quickly.
And this is what we would love to see more of on a more regular basis in South Africa's top flights.
Indeed.
It adds so much to the spectacle. Obeni to Hamaldin to Menu, recently introduced Combine. To St. Paul hooked in. Ayala as well with Mtuku waiting. There's Matlaba. The most accurate ball from him. Kazi, Obeni. Makhela's cross. Intended for Hamaldin. Da reads it well. Hamaldin. Pikazi spots Matlaba in space.
Look who's back there defending.
Yeah, Pepper doing some defensive work. Kwame Pepper, who last season appeared 11 times without scoring before eventually finding the nets in a 2-1 win against Dan Malisela's Marumo Gallants in December, and he scored a brace in that game. And he followed it up with another brace against Amazulu. 7 league goals for him in total, a further 2 in the Confederation Cup as well for Kwame Pepra. And I see that perhaps some of the fans weren't particularly impressed with his performance in that losing cause against Chippa United, but Jose Ribeiro came out in his defense in the last couple of days to say he was impressed with the work rate of the player.
Yeah, of course. I think the fans always remember the opportunities, especially with the 1v1 situation that they got in the first half. But then again, as a great coach as he is, come back and defend your player, because at the end of the day, you want him back. You want him to come back and build confidence within the player. And as a striker, the only way to build confidence is to score a goal.
Given away, here's Mukhela. He slipped through the legs, and then on the advice of the assistant on his near side, Sandile Delikani, Abongile Tom, let's play continue. Timothy Lodge has quickly dispensed this out wide to Vincent Pule. Arriving is Pandile Shandi. His low ball in, cut out by Nascimento. Hamodin. Obeni. This is Hamodin. Tupu with the run. Tikazi recovers it. Still full of Tikazi. Check a little back heel. Mukhela slipped in for Tikazi again. Still they haven't got rid of it. Shanta Kuberi now. And Orlando Pirates have it once again. I think the crowd were imploring Lodge to attempt to find Vincent Pule as he had done just moments beforehand.
Yeah, it was an opportunity for a quick counter-attack to put the game to bed when Pule was free on the other side. But then again, you can see what Lodge is trying to do, just to try and slow down the tempo of the game, go to the corner flag. But this is what they should be doing more often. You know, their turnovers, they're inviting pressure to them, because whenever they lose the ball, rather and also start attacking, so that forces Orlando Pirates to be always defending.
And defend again they must, says Orlean Mugada, Kuperi, and Pupu. Defending from the captain. Skipper to skipper, Mangani has it. Nascimento. Maklaba measures the cross. Before he hasn't claimed this cleanly at all. Now Market is possessed. Mukhela. That's a PC with a brilliant intervention.
The man they used to call at the Golden Arrows, Ikodlela, comes in with a decisive tackle, but I think the Mukhela there was indecisive as to what he wanted to do. You're coming inside the box, you can see the opportunity for you to shoot or to cross. It took that extra touch, and that allows you to come in and be able to have that tackle.
Gazi's corner. Go. Maklaba. Well, cheers ring out, and a sense of relief palpable as well. And the Pirates have been under serious pressure. Oh, Nascimento's let this run. He had judged the bounce. No ball claims. So as we hit the 90-minute mark, we learn that there will be 4 additional minutes here at the Moses Mabhida Stadium. It's been a game jam-packed with action. Orlando Pirates still sports a slender advantage that Dion Honto gave them about 10 minutes shy of the interval. Mangani is taking the ball of Timbogosi Lorch here. Digazi into Thabo Matlaba. Matlaba's ball in for Kamaldeen. Well, this is the never say die attitudes of Royal AM in effect.
They keep knocking on the door, they keep attacking, they keep putting those balls inside the box, and that's worrying for Orlando Pirates. But still, they can't cope with those balls. They can't deal with those balls that comes inside the box.
Pirates throwing will alleviate some of the pressure. Orlando Pirates go away to SuperSport United on Sunday, the 5:30 match. In 2 really entertaining games they played out last season. In March, Pirates came from 2 down to win 3-2. Dion also scored a brace on that day. And then they lost in their final catch-up match. Happy Jele sent off in the match, which SuperSport United won 2-0. Masele also scored in that match against SuperSport United. Actually came from behind. Mangani. Taken away from Kamaldeen. Just as he was about to play that pass. Let's go with Pepra. Kabuzona in the foreground. Dan Malisela closer to the touchline as we edge closer to the conclusion.
I think Grant, if it ends this way, Orlando Pirates will be happy with maximum points collected, but in terms of performance-wise, I think they're not going to be impressed, especially how they allowed Royal AM to be so dominant in the midfield for most of the game, and that resulted them into defense. But also on the hindsight, we'll be saying they defended very well. They defended their lead very well. So it depends on how you look at it.
Just a minute remains now for Royal AM to try and rescue something from this game. Matupu, he's given it away. And this free kick in favor of Pirates will serve him well. Now, yellow card. Is it for Shepherd Kubedi? Well, if he is ushering him over, then Kubedi was already booked just a few minutes before the hour mark for a foul on Timbogosi Lorch. There indeed is his second yellow. And Shadrach Kubedi has been dismissed with just a minute remaining here. Desperately disappointing for the 26-year-old. It doesn't feel as though a second booking was warranted.
Yeah, there was no touch there. I think it's just when the leg is up like that, it starts showing. The referee will always give an advantage.
Here's the first yellow card. It came about 12 minutes into the second half, impeding Timbogosi Lorch in that particular instance. I mean, neither of those were particularly
worthy of a yellow
card. Well, not necessarily that they weren't, violent conduct or anything like that, or anything close resembling that. But I think he will feel a little aggrieved that he's had to depart. And the evening goes from bad to worse for Royal AM. Abongile Tom's whistle imminent. Orlando Pirates back on track. The Buccaneers bite back after that defeat to Chipper United. And Royal AM, having never tasted consecutive losses in the league last season, fall in back-to-back games. Started the campaign so well. Two straight wins, but it's now 2 straight defeats for Dan Malisela and his men. And a seething crowd here.
Abangena abantu na-league ufuna ukuza ukuthi nifila njani phakathuthu na-league phakathuthu ngenani siza ukuthi nifila njani phakapaka
KZN with the 3 points. They move to
ivolume ngiyayivala ngaze bangiblocke phakashushu sayibongela iphakathuthu abangena abantu na-link siza ukuthi nifila njani phakapaka. It's easy. You just need to click on this link on your screen and then it will direct you straight where I am. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Thank you so much for all those who subscribe on the channel. Channel. The more we grow, the more games we bring to you guys. And remember to follow us on Facebook as well, EHL Sport Channel. Njengamanje khona bani studio khona Ivan ukhona ubalekile nangumntu fana seSwatini.
Hola, bro.
Uthini Prayak?
I know, bro. I'm happy we managed the game well, but and thank for the live stream, but nesithombe quality be right kakhulu. No, siyabonga kakhulu, bro. Musitile. Next time wenze kanjani?
Ngiyabonga bhuti wami. Ngiyathemba ujabulile iphakashushu winile.
Ngijabulile bro, ngijabulile. Yeah, kona mani bese ngiminyile bro man ukuthi bangakhavi, banga-equalize.
La kunzima phela basezithi boma 4 minutes edit ngizabaya bayakhala bathi yo 4 minutes ayingeke 4 minutes is too much.
Hayi bhuti phela bese bangena labantu awadi nje.
Yeah, bese wangena amanzi endlini. Ngakubhuti lapha embhedeni bhuti. Bhuti kunjani? How's it, bro?
Ngishapu kunjani?
Sharp ujabule iphakapaka.
Yeah, very well, bro. Very well. I'm happy. And just want to thank you for bringing the game to us live, man. That was cool. Thank you so much, man.
Thanks, Prayak. Where you calling us from? Where are you connected from?
Huntley.
Where?
I'm in Huntley.
Where is that?
I'm in Auckland Park. You know Auckland
Park. Oh, all right. Thank you so much, Prayak.
No, thank you, man. Thank you. I'll follow you on Facebook. I have subscribed on the YouTube channel, man. Thank you for bringing the game to us, man.
Thank you so much, Prayak.
Cool.
Sharp. We also have is it Midlock or Mindlos? Mindlos.
I good light.
Oh, why no Mindlos?
Mindlos, yeah.
Yeah, ubizo wami mos nami ngumandla.
Benisivulela nje u-draw. Bengu-1-1 ikhosi.
Oh, ikhosi.
Ikhosi.
Uminya wangaminyeka khosi. Wena phela uthi uhlezi ushaya ngenduku foko. Nami ngikhosi mzuzu.
Azolunga Priam.
Sharp.
Silapho nje ngomgqibelo. Sothatha nathi 3 points wethu.
All right, and I just want to see ukuthi will Kaizer Chiefs beat these viewers we had today. Today we had like 8.9 viewers from Orlando Pirates. I just hope Kaizer Chiefs will beat that number. Thank you so much, Brian.
Sharp.
Sure. And then you also have Samgelo.
Ula.
Kunjani Pura?
Sharp.
Ustonsa ukuphi Brian?
Yeah.
Ustonsa ukuphi?
NgiseNewcastle.
How will you Newcastle ematateni?
Straight.
Yeah, bathini ematateni bhuti?
Okay, hayi abasho next mina nje ngijabulela ukuthi ngikwazi ukuthi ngibone iscreen yabona uma ngisibone middle in the middle yabo kodwa ke was able to analyze it bit yabo ngegame.
All right. Uhamba naziphi wena?
Into ngibhakabhaka.
Oh, I'm sure ujabulile ibhakabhaka winini.
I'm happy we need it, but in terms of play, I'm not happy.
Yeah, but akusizi nakhona ukudlala kahle uphinde udliwe njengabanye abantu engeke sibasho.
Yeah, agcineni igoli elifunakalayo.
Yeah, thank you Brian ne.
All right.
Sure Brian. Ubongs. Bongs kunjani?
Shapelo, who's it?
Sharp Brian, kustonsa kuphi?
Mocha. Leon Daily Strand.
Oh, East Rand. Buhamba naziphi Brian?
Afethu ngibhakaniya kodwa ngendlela ekuwina ngakhona. I've never seen Pirates defender kanje probably like the last 5 years. Bengikala namhlanje.
So we happy with their defense?
Yeah, the defense is good, but the one thing that is boring, ukuthi ungakwazi ukubamba ibhola for less than like 5 touches. Aye.
Yeah, ne. But I mean, ngeke siba crucified that much because I mean it's only been this is the 3rd game, if not the 4th game. So I mean there's a whole lot of games that needs to be played. So mhlambe bazo-improve yabona.
Kanti kahle why la machita wonke umuntu angathi akunamfazi nje eduze.
Hayi nesizobuye sizibone sharp Brian ka.
Sure.
All right, uDoc. Doc kunjani?
Yebo.
Hayi. Siyadlula ke Doc. Nomaf.
Sure mfowethu.
Kunjani bhuti?
Ku right wena.
Shap usifihleleni manje. We Chiefs na.
Ngikhosi ndoda.
Ngivele ngabona ukusifihla nje.
Ngikhosi ndoda.
Yeah, otherwise your take on the game?
Ngeke disappointed the performance Royal AM namhlanje ngeke.
It was on another level, ne?
Ngenama wrong sapho bengafanele ikhishwe labafana labo uPhotsane noDionga ngisibona isidingo bevele bedliwa.
I'm sure they're under pressure, coach. Now, when you are losing 1-0, you're chasing the game. You have a red card, so there's a whole lot of things that's happening. Mara, if you saw the first half, I mean, they were promising.
Yeah, kuna leyo combination yoDionga ikona dingisho ukuthi ngeke second half angazi kwenzakaleni ikhipha lo yamfana lo.
Yeah. All right.
Ngibongela ke ibhakabhaka.
All right, because sizokubona Saturday again, ne?
All right, baba.
Uvuthe ama-subscribers amaningi, uvuthe ukuthi kube nama-viewers amaningi because iPirates ibonile 8.9 views.
Khululeka uzobona wena phela soba sobukisa Saturday.
All right, because into ezongiguide going forward because kunalama days la kuzoba khona Chiefs, Pirates and Sundowns badlala on the same time, so kuzobheka ukuthi bapha banama-viewers amaningi.
Khululeka mntaka baba, so share nje abantu bangene uyozibonela nawe.
Usubscribe ngithi?
Obvious bafo.
Ngiyabonga Brian ne.
Danko.
Hola. Size ku Thabani. Uhleli nefamily khona bekakhala athi asabone nomama mzanyane esayidini uyabakhombisa ukuthi khona nomntana omncane. Hello boy.
Siphelele la.
Siphelele.
Siphelele.
Benifavor bhuti wami.
Nangikreni mfowethu.
So ufavor.
Bhakabhaka uyazi.
Yeah, ujabulile nge-performance or nge-win?
I'm happy nge-win, but I'm not happy with the performance. Yeah.
Shut up.
Combination, man. I think there is a lot that still needs to be done with midfield. I don't see
Yeah.
combination Yaga Goodman Musele and team. And then to make it worse, Udlamini wasn't actually communicating the midfield with the front. So I
Yeah.
think, there is a loophole there, but I think there's still a room for improvement. It's only a 4th game under a new coach, but then I'm not happy with their performance, but I'm hoping they are going to improve.
All right. But ngisenkohlela ukubuza ukuthi Stones akuphi nendawo.
Ngise Castleview mina.
Oh, okay. Siyabonga bhuti wami nefamily.
Yeah.
All right, sharp ne.
Daddy boss, thank you for your channel, bro. Thank you so much. Really appreciate
Ngiyabonga
it.
bhuti wami ne. Sure.
All right.
Happy person should be a happy people for Ipagapara. Is that so?
Hola, Puri.
Fede Prayak.
Kamba kanjani Puri?
Ngikrend bra mukuphi nendawo?
Ngikubamba la eAmerica bhuti.
America. Uhleli nabo Lil Wayne.
Ngiyadlala ngeDubai.
Dubai. Kwelika banana.
Yeah.
Manje waye
ngwela banana. Ndoda ngizumekile nginalo ithikithi ngavele ngazumeka ngalala ngibamba la ku-channel yakho.
All right. But then were you happy with the performance Pirate today?
Angifuna ukubuka kakhulu i-performance for now. Mhlawumbe ucoach ngizoqala ngimnike ithuba maybe 5 or 6 games, but angikho happy. Into engihappy ngayo defense improvile. Abafana benza kahle because bakwazile ukuthi bazama uyi-absorb ngayo yonke indlela le pressure especially kuma late stages of the game. So ngihappy ngaleyo ndlela, but performance wise angifuna ukukhuluma kakhulu ngoba ucoach usamusha, maybe basazama ukum-understand abafana, so fair chance ngizomnika ithuba.
All right, thank you so much Brian ne.
All right, but siyabonga ngethombe zakho man, zinhle man. Hey.
All right, ngiyathemba usubscribe ke now.
Showcase.
Thank you Brian, thank you. Nangu Arti.
Sure, Poza.
Kunjani Poza?
Sure, how's it?
Sapsa ukuphi nendawo bhuti wami?
Sure. Andikuva Crane. Ngithobile neteam.
Uthi Stones ukuphi nendawo?
Okay, no ngise Cape Town, Poza yami.
Cape Town.
Yeah,
Injani weather lapha?
Kuyanetha mfowethu. Kuyanetha.
Eshaya imvula.
Yo. Eshaya imvula ngara.
Okay, uhamba naziphi wena bhuti?
Hayi phakachuchu mfowethu. Phakachuchu.
Okay, your take on the game?
Hayi. Ngivuyela nje win yabo. Otherwise i-performance hayi.
Yeah, but it's still early ukuthi singakhala performance. Let's hope ukuthi going forward izo change.
Yeah, no, asithembe mfowethu. Endangi nango live wakho Poza yami man yo.
Ngiyabonga mina bhuti wami ne.
Ugrand subscribe-ile yabo, Grand.
Ngiyabonga Brian, ungibizele nabanye futhi.
Yeah, no.
Or now ubuye lezi zemobisele esikhala ngequality.
Hayi Poza yami hayi.
Ngiyadlala. Hola Brian. Sure. Size ku Thomas.
Yeah, sure bhuti.
Kunjani bhuti?
Ngimnandi wena?
Ngimnandi bhuti wami. Uthe ukuphi nendawo?
White City mfethu Soweto.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah, sure.
Game iphelile ke manje ke. I'm so happy.
Hey, damn. Yeah, I predicted 2-1. I thought Royal AM would come back, but then it was not to be.
Tell you calls.
Yeah, sure.
Mara ungawari. Na uzokhona ukuzidamuzela lapho Saturday with Richards Bay.
Yeah, but it was not a bad game. Yeah, at least the Pirates konile ukubuya nama points yabo away from home.
which is not easy.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know?
yeah, ne?
Yeah, looking at the thrashing that we got away from home.
Yeah.
So, and Royal Aim is it's not a small team, you know.
Yeah.
So well
All
done
right,
to
Putu.
Pirates. Yeah, sure.
Thank you, Prayaka, ne?
All right, cool, man.
So bona Saturday ke ne? Uvuthe ke
Asisonke.
amakhosi. Uvuthe amakhosi lapho. Libadlule
Yeah,
8.9k.
sure.
Ufuna ukuthola boma 10 kuya phezulu kini.
Asisonke.
Sure. Semito.
Aye, tayawo.
Fede Prayaka.
Still lapho ta.
Yizo kuphi nendawo bhuti?
Centurion tayawo.
Oh, Centurion.
Kuse ta.
Yeah, igame idlalile iphelile uhamba naziphi?
Hayi phakajuju tayawo.
So we happy ngewin.
Yeah, yani happy wabona mincile izidlwana besizibuya
Besekushubile.
Besekushubile tazo.
All right Brian guys, sibonge sithemba ukuthi na next time futhi nizochubeka la ngicine khona.
Hayi izo dada wasidami ke live yakho manda yami.
All right ngiyabonga Brian ka ne.
Izo ngqi.
Hey tsada. Sibuye futhi kuphi Kent.
Yeah, man. What's up?
Sharp, Brian.
Afraid to say Kempton Park, man.
All right.
All right. You know what? First thing, thank you so much for the clear picture that we had, bro.
Thank you, bro.
That was so nice. Okay. And a rise of the game, my channel. We don't have me personal. I'm Sundown supporter, right?
Okay.
Maramfunuk challenge one Lana. We have to be happy for Orlando Pirates, Amba Pakania, to come that side with points. It's not easy, my man, you know.
Yeah.
So for me, what I can see is that Sundowns, Pirates is coming. It's coming, and actually, we need to give them time. Finally, Chiefs, we don't have to say no Chiefs. We need to give them time, you know. So far, what I've seen here is that they have managed to hold. They score earlier, okay? They managed to defend and hold that goal. You know, it's not easy for them to do that through that kind of a team. That team is dangerous, that side, my man.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You know, my
and we must be happy because, I mean, now we're not going to be having a situation where it's always Sundowns dominating the league, even though obviously there's going to be one winner. But then when we have teams like Pirates and Chiefs upping their game, as well as about Royal AM, I mean, a whole lot of teams in the PSL have actually raised the bar. So it's going to be an entertaining. Yes.
That's what we call soccer. You understand?
Yes.
We have to be. That's why they're entertaining us. That's why we call soccer. Even in England, you can see what is happening right now. We cannot say Manchester is on number 20, then it's gone. No, they're still coming, my man. They're still coming up. You understand?
All right. Thank you, Brian Kane.
I appreciate it for it. Thanks.
Sharp. We also have Mackenzo.
Hola.
Kunjani bhuti?
Sure bhuti kunjani?
Ngiyaphila. Ukuphi ngathi usuhlile?
Ngisegoli baba, kumnyama, sengisengubeni manje.
All right, igame uyibone njani bhuti?
Ngiserumini lapha, ngisempedeni already.
All
Na
right,
ngiyabonga kakhulu nje bengayazi lento nje, otherwise ngimane ngangena kwi-YouTube senga-check ukuthi live broadcast, so sengimane ngiwela kuyo le link le. So otherwise siyabonga kakhulu for i-broadcast yeah.
All right, siyabonga bhuti wami ne.
Yeah, it was a good match. Otherwise bayabhayiza labafana laba badlala nje udododwa. Ngeke udlale ne-cheaper ufike udle 1-0 ustrugglishe futhi nama-team amakhulu o-Royal M abanama-player good. So yeah, kunzima.
Let's hope ukuthi as time goes on bazo improve.
Yeah, let's hope bazopick up mara mina akuthembisi as long usasebhenke ngabomonyane nabo bele ebhentshini angikho happy hayi.
All right, Bayaka. Akunankinga ne. Sharp.
Sho hayi ngizosubscribe labo bhuti.
Ngikumele ngifuna ukuyibona i-subscription yakho manje ne.
Khona manje mfowethu siyabonga kakhulu. Thank you bro.
Thank you bro. Tabzo.
Shosho my uthi.
Kunjani Bayaka?
Number one my uthi number one himself.
Thank you for your
So ukuphi le ndawo bhuti?
Ngifanda bili kavale eNtshaka.
Oh, all right. Buhamba naziphi wena bhuti?
Sorry.
Uhamba naziphi?
Always at the bus. Happy people.
Yeah, so happy ngewin today.
Yeah, it was points ingenile isikho sami but man i-stretching engiyakhala nge-stretching.
Uyakhala.
Yeah, ngathi lapha forward imali bakaphakamisa ama-socks nje yana ubona. Eish.
All right. Banikeza i-chance.
Angiyafili it was points ingenile. Khamba
yeah, banikeza i-chance bazo-improve.
Siyabonga makuthi man wenzile i-life yethu ibe simple. Siyabonga.
Alright, ngiyabonga ngiyajabula bhuti wami ukuthi ngikhona uku-reach out to abantu.
Yabona all the ways subscribe by Facebook siya-like us follow.
Alright, thanks Bayaka ne.
All the best my uthi.
Hola. Teddy Cool. I think we need a problem with network. Teddy Cool, are you still there? Teddy Cool. Oh, I think he freezes the network here. Let me just go through some of the comments. Mzamo Velasi says, thank you, Brian, live yakho. May God bless you. And I have already subscribed. Thank you so much, Mzamo. I really do appreciate it. Hope that you'll also invite other people to come and subscribe. If you want to join me as well before I close, here's the link. Because I see there's no one in the background. Here's the link. You just need to click on this link, and then I will add you before I close the show. I think this is Obonana Saturday. We gave me Kaizer Chiefs versus Richards Bay. Kona Moses Mapida. So thank you so much for tuning in, guys, and I'm so happy that you did subscribe. And I hope that you also checked our page on Facebook, EHL Sport Channel. You liked and followed the page. You shared the page with other people. Just want to check some comments here. Wow, we also have Orlando Pirates fans in Namibia. Thanks, Orlando Pirates. We are from Namibia. Who's this? Mahure. Unfortunately, I can't pronounce this name. Udienchi. Who's this? Noluvo Komane. Also like to thank you about. Mara shothi singazisivale akusekho umuntu oyi-1 wesifazane ungenayo live abingelele nje khombisa ukuthi ibhola is not only for males. Noluvo khawuklikhe sana khawuklikhe na i-link. Oh, I have Zizo.
Awe
Fede.
It's all right baba, who's it?
Grand ukuphi bhuti wami?
Eish, yo ngikude ngempela baba, ngise-Ireland.
Ikuphi le ndawo Ireland?
Ireland se-Europe baba.
Oh, okay, ema-IC.
Umnyama la, yeah?
Hayi kunalo shady ke mara phesheya.
Yeah, hayi ama-load shedding asiwazi la.
Oh, okay. Otherwise, how was the game for you?
Yeah, the game was so beautiful, man. Otherwise, me, I'm coasting for life. Otherwise, ngiyavulela iParis itshela laba bantu.
Oh, usetruckini mos bhuti?
Yeah, gibela amatraka baba. Gibela ama-truck.
Isakabe utravela nge-truck plus banifakele nembhede lapho niyathora mos.
Yonke into baba, yonke into ama-fridge, everything man, everything yasekitchen ikhona la.
Yeah, so now we just took a break and started to relax sizophinde uyishaye futhi.
Yeah, baba.
All right. Hayi ngiyabonga bhuti wami for tuning in.
No,
So
thanks
hamba
man.
nebhakabhaka.
No. Bengihamba nalo just kule game. Ikhosi for life me.
All right. So kubona Saturday uzobe usendleleni or
Saturday ngesasikhathi hayi baba ngizobe ngihleli kanje.
all right. Mara ekhaya kuphi bhuti?
Ekhaya kuse-PE baba. Mara mina ngisuka eCape Town.
Oh, all right. To be safe ke braka ne.
Sure ke Brian.
Thank you.
Utshele laba bantu sifuna ama-driver la.
How abantu befuna umsebenzi kangaka bhuti wami mhlambe if can you just get on this private chat? Kune private chat khona la kulelo ne. And just maybe share your number. I will share it with the people here.
No, check ne. Tata amanamba ka WhatsApp. It's 078.
Okay, hold on. 078
655
655
09
09
16. Yeah.
All right. You say so Uzizo ne?
Yeah, bhala Zizo baba.
All right. So ngifuna ama code 14.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sure even the viewers are listening, they are watching. I will share even on the screen. Here's the number for Uputi. It's 078 655 0916. Uputi Zizo, utikfuneka ama driver code 14. So if you're interested, please give him a call or a WhatsApp. Your WhatsApp number, ne?
Yeah, it's a WhatsApp number.
Yeah, thank you so much for reaching
yeah,
out.
sure, Baba.
All
Thanks,
right.
man.
Thank you,
Sharp.
Sure. All right, we have Wonder Boy. Unjani baba?
Ngiyaphila ukuthi njani?
Ngiyaphila. Ukuphi nendawo bhuti?
Ya ngisempumalanga senelspruit engodwana.
UNelspruit ikasi lami bengilisebenzela kulo ngilithanda kabi. Bengihlala le bathi kwamagugu. Mara bengijiva le elikazi. Yazi elikazi. Yeah. Yo, khulumela phansi, Brag.
Oh, I'm saying ngiyakwazi.
Oh, okay. So, igame ibone njani bhuti?
No, the game was fine, but I'm a Pagania. I'm happy with the win. I'm not happy with the performance. Then you cannot a big team like Orlando Pirates playing without a playmaker, play without a creative midfielder like a Scott Donor football. No. We cannot play such a Then Paris need to work very hard, and actually the quality of the players that they have, they're not of the good standard.
So, which player maybe would you say Paris needs to get if they don't have already a squad? Like
Actually,
they need a creative midfield.
Actually, we need a player that will complement Lodge, because Lodge alone, and now then uyogcina bonakala kwangathi uyinkomo akasi player because he's doing everything alone. And when we check equality of players is now, it's not the Pirates that we know. Pirates in a culture, but the management, the CEOs and the structure, the recruitment structures, it seems as if those structure themselves abanayo leyo culture ye-Pirates, because Pirates has got culture. As a Pirates player, you cannot play Scott or football. You need to play football. When you look back to Itania, yabo abo Makanya, then you can see Gucci all lost there. After that, I know asking you, but then it can win, but it's not going anywhere. I mean, I had Paris fan and a supporter, but this Paris of today, it's not the one. They've lost culture yabo. Then we can win. Paris cannot win over it. Paris doesn't know how to defend. But the Paris of today that will defend is not the real Paris. Paris can play football even if they know 10-0. They can outclass you, the Paris of history. But the Paris of today that we're seeing, no, it's not the one.
So in other words, kumele nibuyise uMbicho ke, because he is the one who was playing that attacking football you're talking about.
Exactly. We must bring back Umicho or Ukrol. Ukrol then kube nzima uma sacala asafuna ku-adapta ku-culture ye-Paris but ngokuhamba kwesikhathi wa-adapta wayibamba.
All right, sorry about that. I think it's the other guy that I'm trying to. All right, siyabonga bhuti wami ne.
Ngibonga kakhulu Mkhaya.
All right, sharp. Knox man.
Bhuti.
Kunjani tata?
Ngiyaphila bhuti.
Ngiyaphila. I'm sure uzolala kamnandi namhlanje uwinile.
Hayi winile bhuti. Sayibonga i-live streaming yakho bhuti.
Bonga mina bhuti wami, bonga mina.
Sibonga kakhulu.
Yeah, otherwise uphi nendawo bhuti?
Hayi ngisasoweto bhuti.
Soweto, eMsoto.
Hayi eDube la.
All right baba. Igame
Yabona nje sengivukeni mani ngikatele mani imnandi igame ngibonile impela.
All right, so happy ngebhakabhaka.
Ngihappy kakhulu bhuti ngebhakabhaka ihamba phambili.
All right, asibonge baba. Singakuphazamisi ke ulala ubuthongo bomnandi uwinile.
Hayi sibonga i-live streaming yakho bhuti.
Ngiyabonga baba. I'm sure usubscribe-ile lapha.
Hayi
I'm sure usubscribe-ile lapha.
Yeah, subscribe bhuti.
All right, ngiyabonga baba ne.
Sohlanganeni manje.
Saturday,
okay.
Sharp.
Asibonge bhuti.
Hola. Size kubila.
Eta.
Fere who's it? Sharp wena.
Ndi-grand bra, mina ngisekapa bra, ngise-Cape Town.
Hey namhlanje igcwele iKapa yo, era ngikaze nge-Cape Town ngiyafisa ukuze Cape Town again.
Kumele uzojikela bra wami kumnandi lapha. But ke mfowethu, thank you very much for your pictures, man. Very clear, very clean. We did enjoy the game of Pirates, and what I can say is that it's still early, man, to judge the coach. He's doing very well, considering that the cheaper game, we were so unlucky. We actually overplayed that team. We overpowered them the whole game. Unfortunately, the lady luck was not on our side. But for me, Pakachuch is doing very well, my brother. We lost the game, yes, but there we were playing one of the best teams in the PSL. So I think we've done well, man. 1-0 is good.
Okay, so would you say there is a change between from the time you coach Amanda Ncikazi and now the new coach? Do you see a difference?
Yeah, I like his tactics. He's a tactician. If you can check the way he's playing the game, and the only thing you need to instill is just the discipline in the middle of the park. We usually lose the ball. We don't have a playmaker. We have a challenge. The transition is not moving that smooth as it was under Manda. Manda is also it's the mastermind in terms of making sure that the middle of the park is functioning. But this coach, I like his tactics. He seems like a very good coach. The only thing you need to make sure that is active is our strike force. They need to be consistent. Each and every game, they must fight to score the goals. But I think so far, Pirates, it looks like we will have a very competitive season. Unfortunately, if we can check worldwide, because we're going to have World Cup very soon in 3-4 months' time from now. So there's no consistency in terms of the teams are playing, but
it is going to be a very difficult season because it's divided into two. So teams are organizing themselves. Even if you can check in English Premier League, you'll see Manchester struggling, Liverpool is struggling. The big teams are struggling. It's only Manchester City that look like they are functioning like a well-oiled machinery. Sundowns as well, they already lost a game. We can't talk of Chiefs. We know what they are going through. So, I mean, to me, Pagachuch is doing very well and we will have a very successful season. It's still early to judge the coach, but he's doing well, man. I'm impressed with everything. And going there and come out with 3 points. We should be thanking the coach for that and the players. I mean, psychologically, coming from a defeat to a win, it's a mountain to climb.
All right, but now are you confident that you can face Sundowns now?
Come again?
Are you confident that you can face Sundowns?
Yeah, we are ready to face Sundowns. Pirates is stable right now. The only thing is the coach must just continue to make sure that he builds the momentum. I'm not sure of the way he's playing Sele now. He does not look comfortable on the ball. He's struggling a little bit. But somehow we need to get the team working. And I'm comfortable, man. I think we will do better. We'll do better. And we can be on top 3 at the end of the season. Because remember now, there's no small team. The league is highly competitive now. Each game that comes, it's not like in the past where you only counting a super sport that is going to defeat us or Sundowns or Chiefs, those big teams. Now each game is like you playing Chiefs, you playing Pirates, because there's no small team. Even that game of Chipper, they playing us and they defended the whole game and managed to steal 1 goal. So the whole season is going to be like that. Each game that Pirates is going to play is going to be very, very important game. There's no small game this season. Teams are improving. Sponsors are also coming to support the teams. So the league is going to be highly competitive. I'm happy that Sundowns lost so that the dominance must not be that clear. The league must be contested up until to the end, like we've seen in the English Premier League with Liverpool and Manchester City. So we need that kind of competition. It must not be a one race, one horse race. You know, Chiefs and Pirates and Sundowns must suffer. These small teams must come up must step up to the plate and make the league very competitive. And I'm happy that you're on board. You'll be showing us some of these games, and I subscribe. I also click the clock there so that when every time we go live, we'll be able to see these games. But it's gonna be very, very hectic season. It's gonna be very interesting. We just have to prepare ourselves. It's not gonna be win every day. There will be difficulties, of course. We can't win all the games. You understand?
All right.
But I'm happy for now. I'm happy with the new coach. He's doing well. He needs our support. We need to give him a chance as well. He's also building something very, very important. We've got good players, in the PSF. We are deadly. We are not that simple. If you look, your Pep, you look that Ivenga. It's all, we've got Tembikos launch, world class player. So I think we will do well, man. We will do well. Let's give him a chance. One not it's a lot nowadays. If you win, you go away with the point, irrespective of whether the play was smart or not. Small teams are outclassing big teams now.
All right. Siyabonga kakhulu bhuti wami ne. Thank you so much.
Ngiyabonga
Thank you
nami,
so much.
bra. Thank you very much.
Hola.
Sure.
Sure. Thanks. Who do we have again? Tabiso, are you there?
Yeah, sure, Smith. Kanjani?
Kunjani? Sapsap, kunjani?
Subscribe but I am.
All right. Ngizofaka uThabiso, uTebogo noRankele. So for now, let's hear from Thabiso. Uthi kuphi nendawo Thabiso?
Ndisekurumane Brian. Okay.
Oh, okay. So your take on the game?
Game was nice, but I'm a Coach fan,
That's why I was
and
speaking.
the supporter Orlando. I'm so happy with the Pirates to take the 3 plays, Brian.
All right. So I hope I will see you again on Saturday.
Yeah, obviously, yeah, you're gonna see me, yeah. And I already subscribed to your channel. That's a lot. Thanks a lot. We really appreciate it because now, in terms of live streaming and stuff.
All right. Thanks, Brian. Yeah. Before I go
Sure,
to
Brian.
Abuti Ralenki, we spoke to Uzizo earlier on, who said they are looking for drivers, code 14 drivers. So he just sent me a message here to say, guys, I sent you details on the email or call. They'll let you, but they'll tell you what they want. It's a license PRDP. I think PRDP is PDP or something. Visa,
Yes.
vaccination certificate this time of the year. Well, I guess that's what they need to get. Remember, he did give us his number. So those who have code 14 who are interested to become truck drivers, you just need to call on this number 078-655-09160, because our channel is all about exposing our options, some opportunities, not only just focusing on the soccer. So you just need to give this guy a call. He will give you more information as to what exactly do they need, who exactly do you need to contact. Okay, back to Ralinki. Abuti, who's wrong, Papa?
O shapo jwang abuti?
Sharp, o go kae, Papa?
Abuti. Ke mo Krugersdorp West, mo Gauteng ngwana.
Oh, Krugersdorp.
Abuti. Ke lebakane ya le leholo ngwana.
Yeah.
The
I
most
guess you're happy.
Yeah, I'm happy because the most important thing kore wa bona ha league e qala so is the beginning of the league ne. It's better to collect the points, and the most important thing again kore away win is very important ngwana mme. It doesn't matter how mutharapetse jwang wabo. And then if you can if you can check last game ya rona le Royal AM last season it was hectic and it was tough. So really, if I'm not mistaken, really that 2-0 ne. Within 15 minutes ba ile ba etsa hore ne, and the game in essence e fela ba ile ba etsa ba equalize and the game ya fela 2-2. So this season re tlile ka mentality right to bona, and the most important thing gore re ile ho bona Durban and ra khutlela Gauteng ka 3 points. You understand?
Yeah.
So I mean defender ya rona Pirates is good to compare our last game against Chippa United, ne? Also midfield is good because ke bone the time na go kusha rona a substitute ne a kenya Bomako le bomang ona le ka ho protector goal ye a korileng first half because Royal AM ona bona Royal AM kena ka pressure, so ka le ka hore ne a protect goal ye ka go defender. Yeah, ke utlwa motho a khala ba re defensive football what, but the most important thing Royal AM is dangerous to compare Pirates. Wathola ngwana mme. So no, yeah, so no, re collectile 3 points re boela le yona Soweto ne. So focus ya rona e tshantse be ya next game, you understand? So coach yona e sharp to like to compare game tse re di tletseng. Coach ke bona le sharp, so ntho tse ngata re tla di bua after bo 10 game or re mo fe chance ya first round first 15 games wa bona first round, and then tse ngata re tla di bua.
All right. Thank you so much, Babane. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for your input.
Yeah. Ke a leboha le nna buti ne ke a leboha se ke subscribe-ile, and then ke a leboha kore like video I mean view ye re bona mona, it seems like Moto Stadium. Thank you very much. Modimo o fe matla ngwana rona go thusitse cause rona re tswa spaneng a ga kgona ya di stadium re shebile phone e Free Stadium. Thank you very much my brother ne. God bless.
Ke a leboga papa, ke a leboga so much man.
Sharp.
Sharp. Thank you so much guys for tuning in. I think it's that time where we need to close the show. I mean, it's been 3 hours live streaming. Thank you again for subscribing on the channel. Thank you so much for your comments, your views. And I'm so happy that we were able to give you guys quality live streaming. And to those who couldn't manage to get that quality, please make sure that next time when you struggling with the quality, you just adjust your settings, because sometimes it may not be on our side, but it's on your device. Thank you so much, guys. I really do appreciate it. My name is Smash Lecoq, signing out from EHL Sport Channel. Ke a leboga.